Welcome to my live stream. Right, I just upgraded the graphics drivers today, so I better check my sound. I've been fiddling around with things. Welcome to my live stream. Yeah, that sounds good. Alrighty, well, the good news is I fixed up most of the bugs in my orbit matching script. I found a workaround for one problem I was having. I fixed some other ones up, so I'll be able to demonstrate it working this time. I can't quite remember where I left off last time, a couple of days ago. So let's just pick up a contract first. I'm gonna recover. It's only worth 1 star. Still worth 60,000 though. Might have some other ones. Look at these ones, but they're I don't even know. Return her and what is left of her vessel to Kerbal. I might have a look at that one later. I don't know if that's got a bit of a bit of a twist on it or something. No, we don't want that one. Right, we'll go for this one. All right, so let me write this down the details so I get the orbit correct. It's called unit. I won't fall for that. It's the whole name. You've got to use the whole name. I won't fall for that one again. It was embarrassing that last time. It said part, and I thought it was a part as in Kerbal Operating System's definition of a part, but part was actually just part of the name. So yeah, that was kind of embarrassing, so I won't fall for that one again. All right, unit G668WQ. All right, low Kerbal orbit. Right, okay. Doesn't seem to be anything weird there. Now you just want to check the orbit, of course, they've given you, so you can be ready for it. If I can even see it. Okay, interesting. Why isn't it showing up? Weird. Weird already. Oh, did I take it? Did I just go and delete it? I don't think I went and deleted it, did I? No, there it is, sorry. I just must have got to click on it. Knowing me. Okay. All right. Yeah, see if that one works better. Ah, there we go. So it is AP 81. Yeah, these orbits are randomized because they're procedurally generated, as you might have guessed. PE is 74, still pretty low orbits. 74982. All right. Now what I've been doing, I found out it works. I was always trying to do a chase orbit, but then I found out if I just picked an orbit above it, it actually worked. It seemed to work out a little bit better, probably because the orbit's a bit slower. So that's what I'll do with this one. I'll pick an orbit above it that's above both the apoapsis and the periapsis. That will mean that the part will try to catch up to me. which I'm launching from there. Okay, so yeah, no, that gives us plenty of time to set it up. Might just quick save this one. Don't have to set it up again. All right, so what I've done also, because of that claw, oh god, I thought I got rid of all those little guys running around. All right, doesn't matter. I'll fix it up later. But I find them a bit distracting. God, look how many there are. Gosh. That's what I get for resetting all my graphics settings. I reset all my graphics settings according to what NVIDIA thought they should be. So it's going to set up. It's going to reset some other things as well, I suspect. All right, so I've got the craft here. Now what I did, clearly the obvious thing to do is to cover that knobbly bit at the front in a fairing. So I've got a fairing working. I just got it working very crudely. I've done that by staging it, so it kind of stages in the wrong part of the orbit. You'll see when I do the launch to orbit, but it's a bit low. Normally I think I'd like just to have some code that actually deploys the fairing when I want it to be deployed, so I don't have to put it in the staging, but this'll suffice for now. Alright, get that onto the launch pad. Now I've just got to make a little bit of brain surgery here, but this is a scripting series, so you'll probably want to see what I'm doing anyway, so let's just put that one on hold. So I used this script to generate a live stream earlier today, a real-time live stream, and it worked the first time. I was quite impressed. I'm not normally that lucky. Okay, so recover part. Now it's got a different name, of course. Unit, upper and lower case. G 668 WQ. All right, now I'll set the orbit to what I say. I was going to set it to about 90 kilometers. You can be just fancy and say E3 if you want to do it for a kilometer. Also I'm using a different variable up here. I'm using this warp type. So I'll just change. I don't even really need to do a plane change. Yeah, let's just leave the plane change out. I don't think we even need it, to be honest, because they will tend to be close to the equator anyway. You don't really need it. Now warp it so we don't have to sit around waiting for half an hour. I just want to change that to just so I've got one global setting that affects. I can just switch the warp on and off then without having to change the code all the time. Got that right. Warp type. Actually no, sorry. Mistake number one. It's actually a variable. Just mouse over it to check that it's been defined. Yep, it's been defined. Now I've discovered my orbit matching routine was pretty good. I was only saying it should start to target the part when it was within 10 kilometers, but now I've discovered I can set it to 20 kilometers, and it works fine as long as the orbit's high enough that it's not traveling too quickly. I can do that, so I'll set it to 20 kilometers. I don't need this flicking stuff. I only did that for my other live stream. Yeah, that way. And probably if you do timing loops, it's always prudent to. I could have just said wait until, right, but been doing some other things with this loop. So if you do timing loops, this method, I just think you always wait till the next physics tick at the end of it, just to be on the safe side. Should make it run a little bit smoother. Now the thing is, it might miss if we have trouble with it missing. I'll just have to modify it a little bit. See, what happens is I'm going to use Rails warping to save us sitting around waiting for half an hour for the orbits to match. The orbit has to catch up. And sometimes when you're using warping, if you've got logic in you start to warp and then you've got logic, the game can take quite a long time to sort of slow down. And you can actually miss your location that way. So just always, when you're using on Rails warping, just always be mindful about that. It's imprecise. So we'll just watch out for that. So I speed up to warp 5, and then I stop the warp. Don't need that one. Take that one out. Then I do the intercept and I do the orbit. Simple. Let's see how we get on. It should work first time. Fingers crossed. We'll just see what happens here. Got a lot worried about my sound. I do the intercept and I do. No, it's clear enough. So I'm a bit nervous when I change my graphics drivers. Alright, so I've reinstalled MechJeb for reasons. I actually found, this is not a MechJeb stream, so I'm not going to use MechJeb for any automation, but it's still very good for just displaying some information. Now that might be too small on the screen to see, but I can certainly see it. Do I really need it? You know what, it's just a distraction. I won't worry about it. I'll do this another way maybe. I need that. I need a screen, but I'll switch the big screen on so people can see what the console's doing. All right, so I think we're ready. Okay. All right, let's see how we go. Oh, horrible. Hang on. A bit smaller. A bit longer maybe. Alrighty, here we go. Fingers crossed. Well, at least I know what all the problems are now, so I can just do some brain surgery and get it to work. No worries. It's funny having this fairing covering that big knobbly thing makes a huge difference. It just makes the launch to orbit work so much better. So I don't know why I struggled with that. No, it occurred to me to put a fairing on it later, but I had to incorporate it into the staging and stuff like that. Trying to make it all nice and large so people can actually see it. Yeah, unfortunately I can't. Whenever you sort of, if I move from the map view back to the flight view, it always unzooms it, so you know I just have to keep remembering to zoom it in again, otherwise people can't even see the ship in that little display up there in the corner. So I just have to keep doing that. And we should get a pretty good circular orbit out of this one. Got to start somewhere. Yeah, you wouldn't normally blow your fairing while you're still in the atmosphere like this. You'd try to get a bit higher, but it doesn't seem to affect the craft any. It just doesn't, just deploys in a sort of an explosion. I'll put it over there. Now, while I'm still at this, you want to center the display by double clicking on it, and we'll just put in the targeting information just for a bit of extra information, but I'm not using the targeting engine at all, for reasons that I went into in one of my other episodes. There's only one per game, so if you've got multiple, you can't have multiple vessels that use targeting at the targeting engine at the same time. But still good for displaying some very useful information, like the intersection points, and I think sometimes it will display a close encounter point, but I don't understand the logic that it uses. It just seems to either show or not show. I don't really know why. I wish it showed all the time, but it doesn't. It only shows you these intersection points, and they're not the same as a close approach point. They're really only where the orbits intersect. Well, it says that exactly what it is. So yeah, we'll have to do that ourselves. Yeah, see, I forgot to do it already. Doing the gravity turn. And we got the acceleration bug straight away. The phantom acceleration bug. You bugger! I don't want to have to time warp it manually. Hang on, let me see what I can do. Oh man, I hate warping. I hate warps. Yeah, I've even got the yeah, okay, it gosh. Is it that fussy? Probably. It still thinks it's under acceleration. That's why it won't warp for you, because it can't warp while it's under acceleration. It just doesn't. Not rails warping. It just doesn't work. Okay, well, let's move it to here, but I don't think that's going to fix the problem somehow. We can try. It's really fussy. Yeah, so the workaround for it is to just do a wait for a second. It usually works, but it didn't work this time. Oh, so it tries to start the warp up, but then says no, you're still accelerating, and it's bollocks. It's nothing to do with the acceleration at all. It's just some other weird thing that's going on. The message, you sometimes see a message on the message log about it. Let's just see if we can get this one. Now it means I've got to restart my script again. That's the annoying thing about it. We'll give it one more try. I don't want to make it any larger than 1 second, because you start adding 1 second, 1 second, 1 second everywhere in your script, and it starts to affect the timing of your script. It might be that crucial. All right, well, let's try again. Sorry, I'm going to have to revert it. I reckon that run I did work because I didn't use warping anywhere. I didn't use warping. Okay. And run. Let's try again. Try again. I'll just put this one over here actually. leave the contract open. The other thing you got to be careful about is because you're spending a lot of time waiting for things, you can sometimes run out of battery power. So just make sure you got to stick an extra battery on your craft or something. Also, I haven't even unlocked solar panels yet. My tech tree is looking a little anemic. But I'm going to fix that soon. Once I get enough money to do the R&D upgrade, so I can unlock the part that I actually want. For the purists out there who always like to see what the AP and PE are doing, they can judge how well I did my circularization. While we're at it, I'm going to do all this. You can't do this. It's fourth wall stuff. You can't do it from the script really. Keep remembering to do it manually every time. It's nice to know what the orbit's doing. Yeah, I'll lose my zoom. Yeah, it wasn't, Kerbal Space Program wasn't designed for scripting. It kind of resets things when you change views and stuff like that, which doesn't matter to a player, but it matters to the script. It might matter to the script. It wasn't designed for scripts. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't work, I don't know, I might have to make it 5 seconds or something. Because once it misses the switching on the warp, you can't just. Actually, I probably could switch the warp on later. Probably. I'll do that. I won't muck around anymore. I'll switch it on manually. It'll probably switch off okay. And yeah, I'm just throwing a lot of information out there, which unless people know a bit about Kerbal Operating System, probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But oh, I did it again. Wow, that is. Hang on. Something's not right here. Oh, I know what it is. I've made it. Okay, I've made it. There's a bug in the script. I'll fix it later. I know what it is. Yeah. Fix circularization warp. I assume that line of code was causing the problem. It's not. It's actually a different line of code that's causing the problem. Straight off the bat, I'm not testing my own assumptions. I'll fix that later. Yeah, alright, cool. I made a mistake. Sorry. Don't worry. I'm sure I'll make a few more before the end of the live stream. It's just when you're live streaming, you do feel a little bit of pressure. You do feel a little bit of pressure. Well, I do anyway. So it might work after all. Got to circularize. So here we go. Do I get a circular orbit out of it or not? 92 kilometers. I thought I put in 90 kilometers. Now I'm worried. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. I don't want anybody getting sick. Now it should warp around until they match. Orbit's pretty crude doing it like this because you're just waiting basically, but it works. I'm going to have to I'll revisit the orbit matching. See, it's catching up. I'll read it's going to stop. Yeah, it will stop. Brilliant. Okay, cool. All right. Where's my target? It's probably over here somewhere. It won't be visible until I get within 10 kilometers of it, but it still tries to match. It knows where it is, it's just not displaying it yet. It increased speed towards target, yeah, but it's actually behind it. I can tell looking at that screen there. So it's around here somewhere. You won't see it until it's within 10 kilometers. Check out that apoapsis. I could have sworn that I set it to 90. Code 390, 90 kilometers. I could have sworn I set to, it came out at 92. Yeah, I've got the engines turned down really low, because I'm using the main engine. You should really think about using RCS thrusters for this sort of thing, but I haven't unlocked them yet, so I can't put them on my rocket till I unlock them. Using the main engine is actually more efficient. RCS fuel is very inefficient and it's heavy. Anyway, I just turn. We've got these magical engines that you can turn down to any throttle setting you want. I certainly can't do that in real life. It just doesn't work like that. All right, we're coasting somewhere. I've got no idea where it's gonna pop up. It's actually ahead in the orbit. Okay, interesting. Pop up over here somewhere, I think. Decrease speed. Decrease speed to what? It's lined up. You can see it's lined up there. Right, it's out there somewhere. Might be in the sun. Yeah, it's when things are fiddly, it means your script could probably be better. That's what it usually means. I probably should try to put a distance thing on it on the. Anyway, it's just a bit of rough diagnostics there. Anyway, it was not meant to be particularly good, just useful enough during my debugging process. God, how far away is it? 30 kilometers. Gee, it overshot it. Yeah, that's the warping for you. I reckon I could probably do it more intelligently. Anyway, I'll revisit it all next time I want to move on to some landings and stuff. Do all my improvements in a little piece at a time, so it doesn't get too overwhelming. As it's catching up. Yeah, it's catching up till 28. It's 28 kilometers away. We've got a close approach there. An intersection, actually. Yeah, I've got plenty of fuel. Got about a delta V of about 1,000 meters a second there. It's plenty, as long as the battery doesn't run out. No, I stuck on some extra batteries. I'm pretty sure the good thing about batteries is they're physicalist parts, so you can pretty much put them anywhere without them upsetting the trim of your rocket. So they look unbalanced, but I just don't like putting things around the hatch, because you can block the hatch very easily. You're not careful. How are we going? We're getting there. Have patience. Everything's got to be done slowly in space. Can't do things quickly. Certainly do get a lot of browsers. I've already had 30 views, but so no one's hanging around much to have a look. Oh, you people browsing, I guess. Just looking for something to watch before going to work or something. It's over. I'm in Australia, of course, so it's 5 a.m. USA East Coast time, and it's 9:30 a.m. London time. That's where most of my audience is. God, it might miss completely. That would be unfortunate. Damn that warper. When I ran one without the warper, okay, it took an hour, but hey, it worked perfectly. Yeah, it might even miss completely. Oh, I said 20 kilometers, didn't I? Oh no, we must be getting close. Actually, it must have passed within 20 kilometers already. Oh, yeah, but the warper overshot. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So it was supposed to be 20, but it ended up being something like 30. Just got a lot more catching up to do. I reckon it'll still work, as long as you've got plenty of fuel and battery power. Don't see it yet. Well, we won't until it gets within 10 kilometers. As long as it's getting closer, that's the main thing. 18 kilometers. Using up all my fuel doing this. You can see the propagator is struggling to figure out what the heck it is that I'm doing. It's a Kerbal Space Program uses, I think it's called a propagator it's constantly scanning the orbit ahead to calculate these intersection points, because they keep changing. They're not like an apoapsis. Yeah, it's pretty much gone into the. Oh Jesus, I'm in the atmosphere. Oh Houston. Yeah, yeah, 30 kilometers was too far. Maybe I should just turn the warper down to level 3, maybe. It's a little bit too ambitious there. Oh, let's just see. It might pull itself out of this death spiral that it's in. Yeah, it was in the atmosphere for a while, and that's not good when you're trying to dock. Usually, that means your mission has failed. Oh no, it's getting there. It's getting there. Down to 15. Oh, well, I guess if it was easy, it wouldn't be a challenge, would it? Yeah, it intersects over here somewhere. 10 kilometers over there. As long as the orbit doesn't decay too much. Where are you, sunshine? Oh, wait till it gets down to 10. You're using up too much fuel. Think of climate change. Think of global warming. $11 kilometers, 12 kilometers. Yeah, it's struggling to keep itself out of the atmosphere. Oh, that's funny, that is. 11 kilometers, we're getting there, we're getting there. Alright, this might be our only chance. Jeb's a bit of a daredevil. What's a little bit of aero braking between friends? Where is it? Gosh, it's probably out there somewhere. It's probably in the sun. Yeah, it should be visible by now. Look at the orbit's totally wrong. Still can't see it. It must be in the sun. I can't see it. I've totally missed it. No, it says it's lined up. It should be. It's in the sun. Gosh, just my luck. Oh, I had the wrong option switched on. There it is. All right, there it is. Here we go. Here we go. We can watch it now. Stop panicking. God damn it. There's a it's PF2 and PF4. I had PF4 pushed, toggled, so I couldn't see it. You might just be able to see it on that screen there, on that little screen. Well, this means I'm going to do another one, but I'll try to fix those bugs. But let's see if we can get this one to work first. They're good contracts, so I want the money. How's our power situation? Oh, heaps of power. Got to unlock the ruddy solar panels. Oh, the engine charges the batteries up a bit. Whenever you've got a liquid fuel engine going, it actually generates a bit of power and it actually charges the batteries a bit. Zoom it out a bit there. It's lined up, that's the main thing. Alright, it's just rendered in now. You probably can't see it on the screen. It's now trying to slow down. It's approaching it, so it slows down automatically so it doesn't fly past it. It'll be in the sun soon. Alright, it's lined up perfectly. It's coming straight in. What is it? It's a fuel tank, I think. Procedurally generated missions. Oh no, it's a crew cabin. Oh, I don't think it's got anybody in it. There we go. That's a good sign when the claw comes out. That's a good sign. See if he gets it in one. Gotta save those space dolphins, gotta clean up our trash. They might try to eat the bit and get choke on it. No, damn it, we missed it. Don't worry, I'm programmed for this contingency. It's a bit rough. It'll keep trying until it runs out of fuel. So this keeps bumping into it too, and it causes it to tumble, which then makes it harder to catch. Calculate those vectors, calculate those vectors. I hate you. I hate you. I've got to catch a Kerbal like this one sometime in the future too, so it's going to be very interesting. Do you know you catch Kerbals with the claw? You can. Oh, yeah, it's got it. Good. Oh, it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough, but that's good. It should work now. Okay, we've got our first part of the contract. And I think you can guess what's going to happen next. It's not rocket science. Well, it is actually, but you know. There we go. Make that look a bit more obvious what's happening. So I can just bang out these contracts now. I can just sort of take the contract, switch on the script and go off and make a sandwich or something. It should work fine. Page separation. Now why didn't that it's missing some messages there. God, I'm having all sorts of issues. Well, of course I am. I always have issues. Maybe this is why I was let go at work. Well, that was a bit rough, but all right. Well, let's not count our Kerbals until they're on the surface, I guess. Yeah, low Earth orbit, fairly low orbit. That's why, because my orbit matching was a bit rough and ended up back down in the atmosphere again. It's not intelligent enough to do phasing orbits yet. I'll work on that. I haven't found a good technique for doing it, but I know they're a pain because you end up having to go around and around and around. I went for the brute force approach. You know me. I like to see things happening. I don't like waiting too long. It's all good fun. Oh, I was thinking about tumbling. Good, we survived. Oh, we're going to land on land this time. Even better when the parachutes come out. The space dolphins will thank you, Jeb. I don't think there's any crew in there. No crew on part, no. Oh, my scatters have come back. Interesting. Not many of them. It's pretty tough. There goes the there goes the engines. Not worried about the dolphins on Kerbin though, are they? Debris raining down out of the sky. They're only worried about the space dolphins because the space dolphins get all the publicity. The cities and that can take their own chances. The Kerbals live underground, so it's alright. The cities are probably safe. Subterranean species, that's why they can hibernate. Ah. A bit like the Santee, but they the Kerbal system is not a chaotic system. Maybe the other suns got ejected from the solar system at some time in the past. Alright, done, and the program terminated. Woohoo. Alright. Alright. Save my progress. Alright, let's pick another contract. Then we'll start doing some brain surgery on the brain surgery on the script. There's another module. What I wanted was one of these ones where it's got a Kerbal in it. Oh, it's got some data in there. Oh yeah, I could use some data. I'm short on data. Okay, it says let's read this. Always read them carefully. Their snacks are running low. Yep. Rescue Jebo Kerman, who is stranded in low Kelvin orbit with valuable data. Return him and what is left of his vessel to Kerbin. If he's floating around by himself, he might be out of luck. I guess I could try it on a Kerbal. See if it might actually work without modifying the script too much. Save Jebo Kerman and obtain Jebo's Hulk. It sounds like he's in a capsule, doesn't it? Oh, well, you just got to go and have a look. Find out what the damage is. I'd say he's in a capsule. Because you really got two options. You can spacewalk. You can spacewalk them back to the mothership, or you can just try to save the whole ship. So they're kind of giving us, they're hinting that they want us to do both. So that's okay. We'll take that one. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right. Now, how much crap did I leave in orbit? Lots. I'll just, it's money. I'll recover it. See, that was a booster and it still managed to survive re-entry, so there you go. Who needs heat shields? Actually, let's have a look at what it was. I think it's just the engines. Or maybe it's just a tank. Oh. Oh well, geez, that'll get us a lot of money. Whatever. The coupler ring. Why don't they build the whole ship out of the same metal? Right. Okay, so what's the damage? She's in a pretty good orbit, so we don't have to worry about orbit matching. We don't have to worry about relative inclinations. Okay, it's already oh God, what a name, Jebos. Okay, it's Jebos, Gebbo''S. It sounds like he's a scientist, doesn't it? Hulk. And so the AP is 89 778, and the PE 80 160. Yeah, it's debatable which orbit you should pick. Because okay, you pick if you pick the apoapsis, it's fine, but you might find that when you do have your close approach, it might be lower, so that adds to the distance, and it may miss. You could set it to the just set it to the PE, or set it to the AP, or set it to an average between them. Add them together and just subtract, divide by 2. But the point is, you want enough difference in the orbit that you will catch up with the capsule, or the capsule will catch up to you. So you don't want them in exactly the same orbit, otherwise I'll never catch up, because I'll always be spaced equally around. So yeah, you got to sort of make a decision there. I haven't really found any intelligent way of doing it just yet. Much of a muchness, really. Yeah, I think, well, 20 kilometers. I'm inclined to just pick the yeah. Let's just set it manually. I'll think about it. Actually, when I get the proper matching working, you won't have to worry about it anymore. The phasing, orbits, and all that sort of stuff. That's the way you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to burn up a lot of fuel zigzagging across the sky. That's pretty lame, even though it does work. That's a brute force way of doing it. The better way to do it is to match the orbits, but at a lower or higher altitude. So you got what they call, you make the apsis similar, meaning your AP is roughly in the same spot as their AP, but further out or further in. So that's the way you're supposed to do it. They call it lining up the apsis or something. So that's what you're supposed to do, especially if we've been getting some pretty easy ones to do. They're all in circular orbits. If we end up with one that's an elliptical orbit, you're going to have to match the apsis. Otherwise, you'd have to be extremely lucky to ever get close enough to do anything with it. You're always going to be in the wrong position and out of range of your docking maneuver. So, which is supposed to be done with RCS, not even supposed to be done with the main engine. So yeah, I think you can see where I'm coming from. Well, while they keep giving us the easy ones, there's no pressure on me actually fixing my code up just yet. So let's make it, I'm thinking, let's just add 5 onto that figure there. Let's just make it 95, and that way we're a little bit above the, we'll be a little bit above the orbit at all times. So that should work. So I'll make it 95. Yeah, okay, 95. Okay, start working. Oh, I did set it to 92. I thought I'd set it to 90. God almighty, it's me half asleep. What I said I was going to make it 95. So that was actually okay. All right, and this one I'm going to drop it down a notch, a factor of 10. Maybe it'll work a bit better. Not get us 30 kilometers away, get us within 20 kilometers. Because that stupid warp overshoots. By the time it's figured out, it's satisfied this line here, it then slows down. It overshoots. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening there. It takes a while to sort of wind down again. So that's what happened. That's why it was such a bad match. Yeah, set. Oh, I've been setting it up here. I've been setting it twice. I didn't even know. hang on. I'm an idiot. Not 95. I said, yeah, 95. Okay, take that line out. Take both of them out. It's just confusing me clearly. Oh, let's set it twice. Yeah. No, that's correct. That's correct. All right, so I've done that. I changed that to warp type. Now, the launch to orbit, I was attempting to do a rails warp. That's why I was getting the phantom acceleration bug. Better have a look. I might change it to just physical. Let's. You don't have to rails warp it. Physical's good enough. That'll save us a bit of time. So I'll just change that line. I'll take the global setting out and I'll just put in a definite setting. So I know what it is. Launch to orbit. Oh, I know why I did it that way. Oh God, this is what I get for using global variables. This is what I get for using global variables. Alright, I say, oh, actually I'm doing safe weight. I'm doing a safe weight. It still didn't work. No, maybe, yeah, okay. I'm doing a safe weight and it still didn't work. It still gave me phantom acceleration. Gosh. Scumbag. See, I don't want to say wait 1 second. 1 second's a long time when you're circularizing. That's why I didn't do it. I thought it would be okay. Yeah, it must have just been very close. It just must have been very close. I'm saying warp type. I'll make it physics. I'll just make it physics each time, so it should always succeed. I'll think about it later. I'll just hard set it to physics every time, not worry about what the global setting is. Okay, so yeah, all right. Circularization warping, but I think I found what the problem was. Physics, so we got that one. That one looks okay. There's still something wrong with my circularization routine, but I'll worry about that some other time. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Something weird. Go back up here and move that line back to where it was originally. I'll say search for transferable. But always be careful making quick changes. Yeah, it really needs to be, yeah, because it's confusing having it way down there. Related code should always be, to rule of thumb, you always put related code together. It makes it's more logical to do it that way. Put it back up there, I think. Hopefully. Right, that looks correct. Now there's something else I had to do. Some of the messages were wrong. So I should put this in another message just to make it clear what my intentions were. It's not really a docking. I'm calling it a docking anyway. It doesn't. That's no big deal. This stupid looking line here. I'm taking the risk changing code. I might break something. Yeah, let's make it clear here. We'll just we'll change this to an if then else. If my target is dead. It's a funny thing. When two vessels dock together, one just disappears. So that's why the is dead flag works. In this case, it seems a bit odd, but it does actually work. So we'll just might just move that comment. Cut that one away. Yeah, okay, yeah, probably should go there. Otherwise the code is very unclear, and that's always going to be true, so set it to true. And print I'll just say docking attempt to dock and docking successful. There you go, that's a bit clearer. Print that out. If my target is dead, set dock to true and docking successful. You wouldn't think anything can go wrong with that line of code. Now there's some other message that I missed out. I think it was in the deorbit. No, that's probably correct. I better not change any of the timing. And why is it complaining about that? What have I done? Yeah? Why is it complaining? What have I done? Did I delete something? I've left a... print. Somehow I went and killed a curly bracket somewhere. That's why it's complaining. I must have deleted it somehow. I don't know what I did. I think it needs to go there. Okay. They match. It stopped complaining, has it? Yeah, stop complaining. God only knows what I did. So it's going to set my target is, if my target is dead, set dock to true, print docking successful, and should then drop out of the loop there. And it should then, the next one was deorbit, wherever I put that procedure. Yeah, I already got I already had a message there. Okay, I got the impression it didn't get printed out for some reason. Running deorbit program. All right, we'll see what happens this time. All right. So what I say, I said 95, didn't I? Didn't type in 92 again, did I? Uh, 95. Yep, 95, definitely. Yep, good. Let's go. Let's go. Once more into the breach, dear friends. Right, so get him out on the launch pad. God damn it, that's whatever. That one. Oh, bloody toggles. Recover part. God, look at them, they're like bloody ants. Go off and do something useful. Do we need to level up anybody else? No, everyone's pretty good. I haven't found anything useful for my engineers and scientists to do yet, so I'm sure it'll come. I'm just wondering if I can actually automate repairing. That'd be. Oh, I don't think I can, because it's weird. But I'll have a look at it. It'd be good if I could get them to spacewalk and do repairs. I could get a bunch of Kerbals to build a space station. That would look so cool. That would look so cool if I could get it to work. Anyway, for the future. One thing at a time. I didn't push the launch button. Probably not. What I did. And say, you've already launched it. No. Okay. Not that little jump it gives you, because it's trying to adjust the physics. Okay, this is the one that I need to center, so we can see the orbit. All right. So now we're there. All right, fingers crossed. Get the big display up and running. Run. Yeah, I did get that contract, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, well that'd be right. I can't spell either. Yeah, I always forget to change something. The thing is, I can't access contract information, so I can't pull the information out. I have to type it in manually. Be good if I could, but it doesn't. Not without installing another mod, and I'm not going to do that. Jebo's Hulk. Right. 95. Right. Cool. Okay. Right, here we go. Wish me luck. Jibbo's Hulk, thank you. Now I gotta get up to $1.6 million. Oh, we've still got about an hour. So if we get this script perfect, then we can just quickly knock off a couple of contracts. I could lock it, but the view, but there's going to be somebody who will be sick. I think motion sickness in video games is a really underreported problem from what I've heard anecdotally. I suspect that's why they like motion blur. They just don't want to talk about it. That's my conspiracy theory. You always wonder why they're always putting motion blur in games. Theoretically, it reduces motion sickness, and they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about the fact that video games might make some people physically ill when they play them and barf all over their keyboard because of motion sickness. They don't want to talk about it, so that's my conspiracy theory. I'm probably wrong, but the whole point, conspiracy theories don't have to be correct, they just got to be fun. That's the way it works. That's the way the game's played. You sit there 5 minutes and dream up a new conspiracy theory. You don't need evidence. It just has to sound right. What did I say, 95? If anyone wants the music on, let me know. I'll put it back on again. I'm happy to. It's just I switch it off. It just gets a bit annoying after a while. To me, anyway. Maybe other people want to hear it. I don't know. That plink, plink, plink after you've heard it 10 times. With headphones, it starts to wear on me anyway. But if anybody wants it, let me know. I'll just switch it back on again. The old Kevin MacLeod music. With time warping, good. Nothing broke. Excellent. Even better. Jeez, it only gave me 3. God, that was scummy. Only 3. It only gave me 3. Huh. It does still think the ship's accelerating. Maybe it is. Maybe I've left the engine on somewhere. Oh, I'll think about it later. Not now. Not now. Right, a little bit higher up this time. So the burn took a little bit longer, so it'll be less accurate. Alrighty. Wonder how many times I'll have to go around. Oh, Wow, we got a match. Gee, that was quick. Yeah, turn down the time warp and we actually spend less time. That'd be right. That would be right, wouldn't it? Running docking program. Oh, I won't touch anything. I'll just hands off, hands off. Fiddle around. Wait till it gets close, and I'll think of a better view. I could. You can't. There's a mod you can install to let you control the camera angles, but you know, one thing at a time, eh? Just make it a bit bigger, perhaps. It's coasting to somewhere. I don't reckon it's coasting to anywhere. Yeah. Oh, I can't see the vectors anyway. They're off the screen. Sooner or later I'm going to hit an edge case and it's going to get the vector 180 degrees around the wrong way. It happens. Get one right on the edge of 180 degrees or something. You know what? I could probably put... Oh, nah. If I put a warper in here, I just know it's going to cause some problems. Down in the atmosphere again too. 20 kilometers is a long way to attempt a docking. I thought 10 was too far. Yeah, I got to fix up the matching, phasing, the orbit phasing. Clearly, it still might fail. I might end up in the atmosphere. Uses up too much fuel. Just thinking about it. Well, that was a radical change. God knows what that vector looked like. In case you're wondering why I just don't get Jebbo to spacewalk from his capsule, I can't get him to EVA, because for the EVA to happen, I actually have to have a kOS module on the craft, and it's generated by the game, so I can't influence that. Oh, I probably no, I wouldn't even want to think about how I could do it. It isn't going to happen. So no spacewalks for Jebbo. So we just have to grab his entire ship, hopefully. I'd also need to have room in my craft for an extra Kerbal as well. Not with this cut price for the outfit, mate. Are we going to end up in the atmosphere? No, I've got plenty of height at the moment. I could probably, I'm limiting my approach speed to 50 meters a second. I could probably make that a bit higher. I could probably make it 100 and get away with it. But not tonight. Might speed things up a bit. You just got to remember, if you speed up, you got to slow back down again. Somewhere. I don't even want to look at the map. I just want to see it work. What's going through your little silicon brain there? Even my own code surprises me sometimes. Everyone saw Westworld. Just don't. Just don't. Don't put a human AI in a robot. Just asking for trouble. Don't put any AI in a robot. I think you're asking for trouble. Well, make the robot so weak it can't hurt anybody. Don't give it sort of Terminator-like powers. that would be a prudent move, I think. An abundance of caution, you think? If you've ever read any of the Isaac Asimov stories about his three laws of robotics, pretty much every story is about the three laws failing somehow for some reason. Most of the stories about it going wrong. What's that line in Westworld that the guy said he was taking a gun with him? She said, "You don't need the gun." He said, "Look, I'm only protected by one line of your code, so I'm taking the gun." Which wasn't true, actually. Oh, there we go. There we go. Their personality matrix was a lot more complicated than just one line of code. That's a story. Well, if I knew what we're docking with, it'd be real good. Where is it? Ah, there we go. A crew cabin. All right, easy. We've already done one of those. So it must be occupied. I assume Jebbo's in there eating the last of his snacks. Might get this one in one. It's pretty well lined up. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nah, it's gonna brush it. Damn it. Can't win them all. Looks pretty lined up this time. You know what? That's why I can't. That's weird. Oh, I got it. Did I even? I didn't even switch the bloody targeting on. That's why I wasn't seeing anything. All right, so I assume he's in there. Jebbo! Well, hang tight, mate. We'll get you down. Have faith in Jeb. That means I'll get he's probably a scientist. If he's got some data for me too, it'd be real good. I could use some data. I'm a bit short on data. Yeah, we've done the first two parts of the contract. Excellent, excellent. Just got to get him back down on the ground safely. Yeah, there you go. Running deorbit program. It printed it all out correctly that time. Oh, good. I don't have to deorbit so steeply, but it doesn't really matter on Kerbin. But I just use that as an easy way of it's just lazy coding. I don't have. I could stop. I could stop at say 35 kilometers and come in a lot more gently if I wanted to. If the need arises, I can just modify that deorbit program. It's pretty crude. Good. Money in the bank. I'm sure we'll make it down. All right, that was no mishaps on that run. No restarts. Good. Good. Let's go grind some contracts. You know what? I probably could. I just thought of something. I probably could automate the. I probably could work out the name of the ship. Come to think of it, because the game targets it automatically. That way, I just have to look up the target bound variable, and it should have the ship name in it. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try that next run. I'll do a bit of brain surgery and see if it works. The less you have to manually intervene, the better, believe me. Humans make mistakes. You know, you should have a human intervention where it's really important you have a human intervention, like put up a confirmation screen or something, say, are you really sure? Have you really thought this through? That's the time to do manual interventions. Jebo. I reckon he's a scientist. Come on, game, you got to throw a hard one at me soon. Mismatched inclination, elliptical orbit. Come on, throw a hard one at me. Probably give me a rescue out in orbit around the Mun or something. Yeah, I know they're coming. That'll be interesting. To fly all the way to the Mun and do a rescue and then soft land it on the surface of the Mun. Now that would be interesting. That would take in some interesting coding. Not going to fall off. Program doesn't end. My program. The thing is, I could take a quick save, but I can't revert the program. It's got to run to completion till it terminates. So if I time warp it now and something goes wrong, I can't restart the program. I'll still get the contract though, but my program will fail. You know, it's my prestige that all my programs terminate neatly. My discipline. .66 views and average view duration 1 minute and 14 seconds. Yeah, it's people browsing. Oh, that's fine. I mean, I browse a couple of live streams too when I'm eating my breakfast. Wait for something interesting. Seeing all the news is always so depressing these days. I don't want to watch it. There's no good news. Like, you know, we've solved global warming or something. That'd be some good news I'd like to see a report about. It's all depressing at the moment. Oh, well, at the moment, it's always been depressing. No, I'd rather watch some content creator do something, play a video game in a way that nobody ever expected, or a pacifist run or something for some murder game. And program ended. Alright. Yeah, it won't actually tick these things off until you actually do a recovery. Now I can't automate a recovery. It's like it's a fourth wall command, so I can't tell the game to recover because it's on this interface here. It's not in the ship. If there's a recover button on the ship, I might be able to do it, but it's up here, so there's nothing I can do about that unless I write a mod, and I'm not going to start doing that. All right. Oh, we didn't get any science. It must have just been talk. I thought he was going to have a packet of science for me. It must have been just talk. Right. All right, we're almost at 1600, 1.6 million. All right, we'll do another one. And he's the white guys. Are they scientists? He's a pilot too. Oh, okay. I'll have to get him out and flying around then. Oh, he's a pilot. Oh, and said he had data. I thought, whatever. The description was, you know, randomly generated garbage. That's good. He's actually another pilot. All right, means another pilot I got to train up. All right, cool. Always remember. Yeah, just check this one first. Yep. Welcome aboard, Jebbo. I hope you got a sense of humour. Alright. Save. Alright, another contract then. So 1 star. That's a 2 star there. There's a 3 star. Well, 3 star, it's worth 100 on completion. This one's worth 97. I think I'm getting that because my prestige is slowly going up. I'm starting to get the prestige ones. They're pretty much the same. They just seem to pay more money. I guess that's fair enough. I think that one's worth a little bit more. 38. The advance is 38. The advance is 38, and this one was 38. On Kerbal, in orbit. Which implies that it might actually be a little higher. If it was low orbit, you'd think they'd say low orbit. This is low orbit, so we'll go for this one. It's worth a bit more anyway. All right. Now, I'm thinking. Oh, it's got some debris. Better clean up before the whales swallow it or something. All right. Okay. So, oh God, look at that name. I can't probably rely on people clicking the target button. Anyway, I'll write it down. What's it? Legatops pod. Pod. AP is oh yeah, oh there we go. Oh, that's what's probably setting the target on when I hit that focus. Now you can't really rely on somebody thinking to do that. No, we won't worry about it. I'll just type it in. 82691 691 and PE is 77238. 238. So we'll just make it I'll just add 5, so we'll make it 87. Oh, that'll be close enough, I think. 87. All right. All right. Like a top. Pod. Was it lager? It might be lager tops pod. All right, and I said I was going to make it about actually I'll make it 88. 88-kilometer orbit. Okay. Don't you dare display that message. Oh, thing again. Right. Right, so what's our crew looking like? I don't know if we get any extra points by training up. I do it anyway, just for shits and giggles. But yeah, I'll give Jebbo. We'll put Jebbo straight back to work. How about that? I don't know if any of these really make a difference to the script, but you know what the hey. All right. Now, if I do that, I must have been I must have been clicking on the targeting button myself. Okay, you can't rely on people doing that. People just forget. I'll set it anyway, but just because it highlights the display a little bit better, you can watch it on the nav ball. All right, that all looks pretty good. Open that one. I'll put it over there somewhere. Go to the big screen, big console. Run one. Hopefully this will get us over the line, so I can do my upgrade I've been putting off for 2 weeks, so I can see what's going on. Alright, make it look pretty. Actually, what was my view set to? Probably leave it at auto, I think. Yeah, that's a bit too big. There's the target. It's a bit boring, isn't it? How about that? Yeah, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I can't be bothered putting in any visual enhancement mods. I think it looks fine as it is. That's just me. When you look at my rockets, I obviously go simple. No matte lawn. Sorry. May not be able to see it anyway. I can't make it larger. I can see why they don't let you do it. It wouldn't fit. They'd have fitting problems. I have to play at 1080, 192 times 1080 myself, because if I put it up to 2K like 1440, I can't read the text on the screen anymore. I had to squint, and I don't want to. I got to buy myself a pair of computer glasses one day. My eyesight keeps getting worse. Said about 88, didn't I? I should print that parameter out at the start. 88. Yeah, it's only, oh, there, geez, there they are already. Gosh, that's surprising. Look at it. What the hell? They're passing underneath us? I guess they are. Okay, that was a little surprising. I didn't know it fingered to show up so quickly. So we're going to be playing catch-ups. No, that can't be right. Oh, they must be in a low part of their orbit. We're already above them. Oh, that is so weird. I keep forgetting the periapsis is a bit lower. They are in a bit of an elliptical orbit, come to think of it. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, we're spot on. Geez, that was a quick intercept. God, we're spot on. Obviously, the game's set up to put it in a good position when you accept the contract. When you accept the contract when you do the next launch. I reckon it sets it up so they're almost lined up already anyway. So if you get cracking, you can get on it real quick if you don't shilly-shally. I reckon it's just doing this on purpose. I don't believe in coincidences. Wasting all that fuel. But it works. Sometimes the brute force methods pay off. As long as you don't dive into the atmosphere first. Yeah, look how bad the orbits are. We're going to match, but 3 kilometers. But you know, we've wasted all that orbit, all that energy getting into a higher orbit when we didn't really have to. No, they wouldn't do this in real life. No way. Every kilogram of fuel is precious. Yeah, if I'd made it 100, it would be a lot worse. I could probably reduce it and still make it work. If it's too slow, you'll never match orbits because the orbits are curving too quickly. So there's no calculation there. I just picked reasonable figures for everything, which is another mistake because sooner or later they're not going to work. But anyway, whatever. I've been getting some likes. Thank you very much for the likes. It's the only thing that the algorithm I've heard that it's the only thing the algorithm looks at in live streams is how many likes it gets. So always like, and you'll be doing the content creator a big favor. They'll get hundreds more viewers. At least it'll be go out be pushed out to hundreds of more viewers. I think the spiffing Brit said that. You know, recommendations, I mean, you know, it doesn't mean they'll actually click on it, but that's where you got to have a good thumbnail, don't you? And if you dislike it, that's fine. Don't do it just to hurt me, though. I mean, because it doesn't work. But, you know, if you generally think it wasn't good enough, dislike it. If I get a lot of dislikes, then I know I've got a problem. And for the record, my most disliked video was a Kerbal Space Program video. In all across my 2 channels. Happens. There was a problem. And I fixed it and the ratio improved, so there you go. It does actually work. All I had to do is change the title slightly. It was misleading, so I just changed it and it fixed up. There you go. So they did me a favour by disliking the video. Although yeah, no, it's good feedback. They did me a favour. Let's leave it at that. It's just I got one comment which I thought was a bit didn't quite agree with it, but anyway, whatever. See if we can get it in one hit. How are we going for time? Was 2 hours. Yeah, it's time. I'll wrap it up after this one, unless somebody wants to ask me a question or something. We're going to miss. Yeah, we missed. Look at that shape. You know, what do you want? HAL? HAL 9000? HAL 9000 was so complex that he managed to go insane. So there you go. Sorry, HAL 9000 was the artificial intelligence in the movie 2001. In case you didn't know the reference. And oh yeah, he went bad. I got the second time. But if they didn't make it clear in the movie, but they did in the novelisation. He had a reason for going insane. Which they actually mentioned in 2010, I think. They actually clarified the situation in 2010. He'd been given conflicting orders. He developed a neurosis But then when they said they were going to disconnect him, he panicked and tried to preserve himself. Well, a periapsis of minus 450 kilometres. He's not going to stay up there for long. What we got? Cool. Has been added to the crew. Didn't say what didn't say as what role. Left another bit of junk up there for the space dolphins. Oh, that one will come down, I think. Well, if I don't have enough money, I'm going to have to do one more. I want to unlock that part. It looks like where you can watch my real-time stuff. There goes that town. All right. Still no science. God, I still don't think I've got enough money. What do you want from me, blood? Engineer, eh? Well, Jebbo went to level 1. Gosh. What do you want from me, blood? This is what I want. This upgrade here. God damn it. I need another 100 and something thousand. My brain doesn't want to do arithmetic right at the moment. Because it's level, the part I want's level gated at 500. I still have to go and make the science too, but I've got ways of doing that, of course. But I'm just trying to push the series on a bit. But I need about 140,000, I think, more roughly. Let's wrap it up. It'll just all be the same. I'll just show you. It'll be done by the time I do another one. Get funds for, because I got to get up to, I got to get more science as well. Yeah, I'll do it as homework. Get more money in science. Duh. More money in science. What I want is this here, this automation, and it's level gated. So I need to get up to 550, do I? God, what do you want from me? It's level gated. Yeah, I can get the cow 9000, which is great. It's just it's a kOS module, but it's physicalist and it's tiny. You can just stick the stupid looking thing anywhere. It's kind of the one that I currently got. It's a bit, it's okay. It's just it's a small, it's inline, and it's a small form factor, so it's a bit limiting. Anyway, put it this way, I want to get this done, then I can concentrate on getting some more science to get some of the bigger rockets, because I'm going to need them to go to Minmus and to land on Minmus and the Mun, of course, which I should do next. I think now that I got this orbit matching thing partially beat. It works. It works. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. All right, I think that'll do for tonight. I'll catch you all next stream.